away that touchdown, and you can't give away the touchdown at the very end, and that's the difference in the game, and so, you just can't do that and beat teams. Not even mediocre teams. You just can't. It's not something that you can do and expect to win.
Talk about the way Sloan threw the ball today.
I don't know what his stats were. I don't know how he finished up, but I thought he threw the ball pretty well tonight. He threw one ball into coverage that he shouldn't have thrown, but for the most part, he protected the football. He didn't turn it over, and so I thought that Sloan, I thought he threw the ball very well.
Did you feel like you just couldn't grab the momentum? It seemed like you guys would do something and they'd respond right away.
It was just I do. You felt like the momentum was swinging in our way, and then we'd have a lapse in either pass coverage or, we come back to go ahead of them, and then the next kickoff they run it back for a touchdown. So we got to be able to put things together. We got to be able to put whole games together, and I don't want to take anything away from them. They're a good football team, but I just, I think we should have played better.
Just want to know what happened on the punt at the end. What did they tell you?
Well, one of the other, from what the kids told me, is somebody on the other team yelled "ready," which is our signal. So when he yelled "ready" and we didn't have, he snapped the ball, and so, just, and then new punter. He'd never punted before until this year. He didn't know what to do. He thought it was, a dead ball, but it happens.
Coach, I'll give you a call tomorrow. Thank you.
See you.
Their defensive line pretty darn intimidating. And you think that caused a lot of the penalties?
No, I don't. I thought that we played pretty well up front. I thought that they do have a great defensive line. Number 95 is good. But I don't think they intimidated us. I thought we moved the ball better and we moved it all year.
I guess I was talking a little bit of the false starts.
Right,
and stuff like that.
maybe.
You hear the guys breathing on the line. Somebody moves. They get
right,
because those are some big guys up front.
Yeah, and maybe I don't know. But it's just one of those deals where we just can't make penalties. Penalties and big plays on special teams killed us tonight. Mark of a young team. Come on, we have 5 kids that have varsity experience in our starting 22. So we just got to put things together.
It's got to be kind of expected though from a young team. These little growing pains, would you say?
It is, and it is expected. But you got sooner or later the lights got to come on, and we got to start. We can't be young forever,
right.
And so now they got 3 games under their belts. It's time to play, and so we let one get away tonight that I thought that we had a good chance of winning, and we just got to do a better job of protecting the football and playing with the same emotion from start to finish. We can't let the ebb and flow of a football game. We can't get too high on the highs and we can't get too low on the lows. And that's kind of what we did tonight. Every time we did something good, it's like we won the Super Bowl. Every time we did something bad, it's like we lost the Super Bowl. So in the ebb and flow of a football game, we got to maintain our emotional level and not go up and down with it. And so, we tell them all the time, not too high on the highs and not too low on the lows. But, like you said, with a young football team, those things happen.
So what are you happy with tonight? You got to be a little bit happy that it seems like the offense is progressing each game, just a little bit more each game.
Right, and I don't know what the stats were, but I'm very pleased with our offensive production tonight. We had the full first quarter. We had the ball and 17-play drive and capped it off with a touchdown. I was, right. I was happy with that. And so, what we can't do is we can't have penalties on first and second down. We're not good enough yet that we can overcome, first and 20 or second and 20. So we got to do a better job of that. But for the most part, I think the offense is coming around, and we're going to be fine down the road.
Right. It's going to hopefully next week you can kind of put the putting and the long drives together, kind of thing. What I mean?
We'd like to. We're going to work on it. I can tell you that. Believe it or not, we do practice special teams. I know it don't look like it, but we practice it every day.
I think you did a little better though tonight on some things. Other than that snap at the end, you had a couple good kicks and getting the extra points are going, getting consistent.
Right. Just that last one, you hate sloppy stuff like that. What was the score at the time? Like 33-21.
Yeah.
Dude, why did you punt at that time? That's what I was kind of curious.
Well,
why not go for it on 4th down? Because then if you don't make it, they'll probably just down the ball.
Well, at that point in time, you start working on things, and so, I mean, we needed to work on our punt game. I mean, what better place to work on it than in a live situation? But, it's just, I know sometimes you think punting is conceding, but, when there's just seconds left in the game, and you can't ever simulate a live punt in practice the way that you can in a game. So we felt like just working on stuff, and they were throwing the ball with 5 minutes to go, and they were throwing the ball. I mean, I didn't want to give them the ball on the 15-yard line.
Yeah, they weren't running a lot of clock.
No, they weren't
running more clock than they were.
Yeah, and so we weren't going to give them a chance. But I mean, it didn't work out that way. But whatever.
It just kind of throws the final score out of whack.
Right, and the final score is not indicative of the type of game that it was.
Not at all.
It was a good game.
You were right in it right till the end. But anybody that you feel like those stepped up a little bit this week?
I thought Sloan did a great job throwing the football tonight. I thought that Nick Cooper did a super job. I'm really impressed with Nick. He got hard yards, and I mean, so those two on offense I'm very pleased with. And then, defensively we didn't play the way we're capable of playing. You know, and they couldn't run the ball, but they hurt us on the pass. And like I said, when Dion got hurt, that kind of hurt us a little bit.
Yeah, had to shift things around. And
yeah.
Just hate one of those games where it's just a few big plays, that's it, a drop pass.
What happened to Dion?
Hamstring. Not hamstring, growing.
I'm sorry?
Growing.
Okay. District game next week. They count next week.
They count. So I mean, we got to do our job next week and beat Vieira, and we got to shore up that pass defense if we're going to have a chance. So I think they throw it a lot, don't they? Dang, I'm ready to get some teams that run it.
Okay, good. Thanks, Coach.
All right, man.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, man. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, you coming down tomorrow?
Yeah, after Alabama.